Hi everyone, welcome to AT501 Introduction to Christian Ethics. This will be my introduction video, and I'm filming from Seattle, Washington. Well, actually Bothell, just outside of Seattle. And part of my introduction will be that my vocation, one piece of it is I help to organize the chapel services for the Stanford football program. And so I'm in Seattle because Stanford is playing the University of Washington this evening, and I just finished up chapel. And so I saw that some of you have already done your introductions in the introduction forum. If you haven't done that yet, jump in there. I'm looking forward to class this quarter, and we should have a good time together. So hope it will be a great class for you. Here's a little bit of introductory information for you. So Ron Sanders, please feel free to call me Ron. If you can't call me Ron, you have to be a little more formal. Professor or Dr. Sanders is fine, but I actually prefer Ron. My educational background, I'm from a little town in Montana called Thompson Falls, about 1,000 people. Went to Montana State University for my undergraduate work and studied math and physics. Came on staff with what was then Campus Crusade for Christ, is now Cru, and I'm still on staff with Cru, so I've been on staff with them for 32 years. We were shipped off to California, so most of that career has been in California. And after about year 6 of being on staff with Cru graciously let me go to seminary to do my master's work at Talbot School of Theology at Biola University, and I studied philosophy of religion and ethics. And after that, my wife and I moved to the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area in Palo Alto, and we were the directors for Cru for 6 years at Stanford University. And then I began a PhD program at Fuller Seminary, the seminary that you're going to and taking classes from. And my PhD was in Christian ethics. My field of research is the intersection of religion and public policy, so faith and politics. And I have one book out called After the Election. I have a chapter in a book that's it's called Justice and the Way of Jesus, where Reggie Williams and David Gushee were the editors, and I wrote a chapter. My advisor was Glenn Stassen, who you'll read a little bit of his work from Kingdom Ethics. And so I started that in 2006. I began teaching for Fuller in 2008, and I graduated with my PhD in 2012. And so now what I do vocationally is I teach some classes to Fuller, and Cru loans me to Fuller when I do that. And then I work with the Cru International Justice Mission Partnership in India and Ghana, and we work in the anti-trafficking space. So we take college students, especially to Ghana, to work with children who are rescued from trafficking, and when they're in aftercare centers, we help with the education piece and game therapy and sports. And so we usually do that in the summers. Yeah, and then I'm working on another project for Cru right now that possibly could involve the Via Francigena Pilgrimage Trail and a pilgrim house there in Retreat Center in outside of Lucca in Tuscany. So really excited about that project if it goes forward, and doing all those kinds of things. So that's a little vocational, educational history. Something whimsical about me. Well, I grew up in Montana, so I hunted for my food and chopped down trees to heat my home. We had electric heat, but we didn't ever use it growing up. And now I live in one of the richest places in the world in Silicon Valley, so there's quite a contrast to that. I have producer credit in Hollywood and actor credit in Hollywood, but very small, and so that's kind of fun. And then let's see, yeah, there's other things. Oh, and I love pickleball. I was introduced to pickleball during the pandemic. It's really the only sport that you could play, and so I began to play just recreationally, and now I play decently competitively in tournaments. And so yeah, that's what I'm doing in my free time, is usually playing pickleball. And I live across the street from one of the best pickleball courts in the San Francisco Bay Area. So you'll get some videos from different places especially this week because I'm traveling. I am in Washington in the Northwest. This weekend, I will travel to Montana to see family over the week, and then I'll be in Oregon next weekend. So I'll try to film videos from each place. Just makes it a little bit more interesting. So I look forward to reading your introductions, and then I will be posting videos along during the week this week on things that you can expect from class, and then a few short lectures. Okay, have a great week. Looking forward to meeting you all.